Today, we are going to talk about bear flags and bull flags. So we're going to talk about bull flags. If I can do this, FLAGS. We're going to talk about bull flags. We're also going to talk about bear flags. All right? Bear flags. Man, this is hard. So bear flags and bull flags. So number one thing I want you to write down. Bull flags and bear flags are continuation patterns, right? We can actually classify certain patterns, right? Breakout patterns, continuation patterns, reversal patterns. We can classify these as continuation patterns, right? So a bull flag and a bear flag, those, again, patterns, those technical setups are considered to be continuation patterns, all right? So let's go ahead and do this. Let's do a little visual representation. All right, so number one, bull flag, right, is when we have a move to the upside, bullish move to the upside, all right? During these moves up, so let's say this is a move to the upside. I'm actually going to make it look like a stock, all right? So we have this really nice move up, right? Nice move up, and what we want to see, criteria number one, is we want to see that leg up on increased volume, right? That's some great criteria. If we can see the move higher on increased volume, that's a healthy indication of a nice, healthy move to the upside. All right. So criteria number one, if we're thinking of a flag, right? Think of a flag and a pull, right? Flags have pulls, right? So you got your flag waving in the wind. Every flag has a pull, right? So think of some criteria as your leg up being your pull. At this point in time, you don't even know. You don't know what kind of setup it's going to be. You don't know what kind of pattern it's going to be. You have no idea at this point in time. It's just a move to the upside. But you can start to kind of think, okay, move to the upside. Are we going to get a 5-minute reversal? Are we going to get a bull flag? Are we going to maybe double top, right? You can start thinking of what that could be, right? You're starting to get an idea of what you could see coming on up. Again, it could double top, move down, right? We don't know yet. It could sit here and do a little bit of a ascending triangle breakout and break over the highs. Another continuation pattern. We don't know that. So right now, all we need to know is, okay, we got a strong move to the upside on increased volume. That's healthy. That's good. A bull flag is a move to the upside followed by a period of consolidation where the stock will basically consolidate sideways. All right? So again, move to the upside, increased volume, followed by a period of consolidation. And what do we want to see happen when the stock is pulling back and consolidating? We would ideally like to see that occur on decreased volume, right? We want to have those sellers and those profit takers working themselves out, right? So we want to see that period of consolidation on decreased volume. Now you have two versions of a flag. You have a bull flag and you have a bull pennant. The criteria is exactly the same. So a bull flag and a bull pennant, the criteria is again exactly the same. They are still continuation patterns. The only thing that differs between a bull flag and a bull pennant, all right, is going to be the formation of the consolidation. So every now and then you may get consolidation where it's building higher lows and lower highs. You may see something like that, right? That would be considered a bullish pennant, right? Still the same criteria. Move to the upside, increased volume. Period of consolidation, decreased volume, right? But in this case, you can see that this is a pennant. These lines converge, right? Your downtrend and your uptrend converge. The stock is squeezing, getting very tight in between these lower highs and higher lows. Again, looking for that to be a continuation pattern, all right? So that's a bullish pennant. Bull flags are technically when the stock is consolidating in that downward fashion, kind of like that, right? So again, criteria, increased volume along the leg up. Now you actually have sloping lines, something like that, right? Again, criteria, decreased volume during that period of consolidation. It's still consolidating, right? It's not consolidating in a pennant where the lines converge. It's consolidating in a downward fashion and a little bit of a channel as it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. That is actually the classification of a bull flag. So when I say bull flag, right, I'm talking about both. It could be a pennant formation that we just said, right? Could be a pennant, or it can actually be a flag, right? So again, I'm going to classify bull flags as both a pennant and a flag, because they're both the same thing. They're bullish chart patterns that are meant to be continuation patterns, right? So again, I just wanted to clarify that you can see two different types of bull flags. You can see the actual flag, right? Or you can see the pennant. So same concept, two different ways of the stock actually forming. So basically, that's the criteria. A push to the upside, followed by a period of consolidation. During that period of consolidation, you want to see volume decrease. You want to see those sellers working them way out of the stock. You want to see those sellers be depleted, right? Less and less and less and less selling. Okay? Then the criteria is a break over the trend line. So if you have a bullish pennant, you're looking for a break over the downtrend, right? So imagine this is your leg up, followed by that period of consolidation. Boop, 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 boop. Getting tight. You're looking for a break over the downtrend. All right. Same thing with the flag. You're looking for a break over that downtrend. And what do we want to see when the stock breaks out of a bull flag? 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Kiddo heard me talking in here. She's having a fun old time. She wants to talk to daddy. So where do we leave off? Yes. So again, we're waiting for a break over the downtrend. All right. And what we want to see confirm this bull flag is an increase in buying volume, right? So again, increased volume along the push up, decreased volume along this period of consolidation, right? And then we want to see the transition from selling to buying, right? Sellers being depleted. And we want to see the transition and see buyers move back in. And how do we confirm that we're seeing a transition of buyers? We want to see more buying volume, right? So that's some criteria, guys. Volume is huge on these flags. Volume is probably 80% of the pattern itself is volume, all right? So that's kind of what you want to see is that increase in volume along that break. And this is a continuation pattern, right? So we're looking for this stock to continue over that previous high, right? So again, stock pushes up to a level of resistance right here. Consolidate, decreasing volume. We start to see buyers move in. We're getting a break of the downtrend. And this is a continuation pattern. The goal is to see this break over the previous high into new highs. Now, targets, right? I'm sure you guys are saying, all right, cool. I know the criteria, right? I know leg up, increased volume. Consolidation, decreased volume. Wait for a pop in volume. Wait to see buyers move in and a break right here of the downtrend. All right, I'm long, right? So let's say, okay, criteria is being met. You're long right here. The orange line is your entry. All right, so let's talk about targets and stop losses. All right, so if you're going long at the break of the downtrend off the confirmation of volume, where do you want to put your stops? Underneath the consolidation low. So your stops are going to be underneath that low point of that period of consolidation. So stops are going to be the red line. Again, right underneath the consolidation low. Your entries are a break of the downtrend on increased volume. You have two targets, all right? I teach it with two targets. A lot of traders say you got one target and one target only. What do those people say? They say you can measure the pull from low to high, right? So whatever this range is from the low, the starting point of the move to the high, they say that you can take that and draw it up, and that'll give you an idea of where it's going to go. Basically, that pull, consolidation, pullback, break, the measure will be the same as the first leg up. Okay, that's okay. That gives you an idea of where your top target is. Top target. All right, top target. Right up there. So again, if you measure the bottom to the top of the pull, and you take it underneath that consolidation low, and you draw the same move up, that's going to be an idea of where your top target could be for this type of pattern, a bull flag. I like to teach it with taking profits when you have them, right? Because it's not always guaranteed that you're going to get that leg up, right? So you can become a bag holder. You're waiting. Oh, it doesn't ever get there and it starts falling, right? You never know what could happen. What's something else that could happen? Let me go ahead and delete some of this crap out of here, guys. Man, we got a lot. Oh, I can't go back anymore. Dang it. Home. Let me grab my eraser. Let me erase that. This is terrible. Anyway, let me try and erase this real quick. Can I get this out of here? Go! Get out of here! All right, cool. So we're good. Brief little pause, brief little break. We're good. So again, I like, what is going on here? Why does it keep hiding itself? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out why every time I click on something, it goes away. This is annoying. So yeah, every time I click, it just fades. And I don't know why that's happening. I want it to stay. Oh, minimize the ribbon. Yeah, let's not minimize. All right, we're good. All right, we're good. All right, so again, we know kind of the criteria. Leg up, consolidation, volume is huge criteria. We know where to make our entries, right? We're waiting for the break. Man, we're waiting for the break of the downtrend, right? That's going to signal the entry when we get the volume confirmation, right? Stops underneath the consolidation low. I like to trade it two ways as far as targets. Target number one is being a retest of the high, right? Because what could happen? Yeah, the stock could break out, right? You're long, it's up, it's up, it's up, but it could come up and double top and move down, right? It could double top still. It could be a flag into a double top and move on down. A lot of people don't really teach the whole... Where's my undo button? My goodness, everything is just messed up now. My apologies, guys. I'm like, where's my undo button? Here it is. So again, you could see it push up into a double top and come low. So the first target is going to be a retest of the flag high. First target. So right there, as we see this stock consolidating, meeting the criteria, we know where we're going to put our stops underneath the consolidation low. We know where we're going to make our entries, a break of the downtrend on increased volume. And now we know where our first target's going to be. Our first target is going to be a retest of that previous high. So you could take a third, you can take half, you could take it all. It's up to you. But there's a place right here that you should be taking profit, right? You're already up a good amount, right? Your stop was nice and low. You're already at a 2-to-1, 3-to-1, most likely. You know, go ahead and lock in some profit, all right? Up towards around that previous flag high, all right? That's a first target, all right? Then what you want to do at that point in time, what do you guys think we should do, right? Once the stock moves up, let's say we're locking in half. What's a good idea? A great idea is to go ahead and take those stops that were underneath that low and go ahead and bring those stops up to break even. Not saying you have to do that. I'm just saying this is what I do, right? I'm just saying this is what I do. So as soon as I hit my target and I take half, I am then bringing my stops to break even. So now I'm in a risk-free trade. I've already locked in profit. If the stock comes down and stops me out, I'm still locking in, you know, half of my position on that profit. So I'm still profitable, right? Now, again, we want to bring those stops to break even just to be safe. We don't want to lose any money on the other half, right? So stops are being brought to break even. And, you know, what we're looking ideally is for that continuation pattern. Again, remember, bull flags and bear flags are continuation patterns. We're ideally looking for the stock to continue over the high where we can take more profit along the push up, right? But it's always a great idea to have a first target being a retest of the previous high, okay? At that point in time, you will bring your stops up to break even. Just in case the stock comes back down, you're break even on the last part of your position. And the goal is to see the stock continue over the previous high as the pattern was intended, right? It's a continuation pattern, and you're looking to slowly take profit along the move up. You can slowly bring your stop up little by little by little until you're stopped out. You can take profit based on past chart resistance, right? We still have to do our due diligence and see where the stock could go before, you know, traders come in and start taking profit. So we still have to do our due diligence. Where's some other overhead targets, right? We can't just measure the freaking pull. A lot of people say, all right, bull flag, measure the pull. Measure the pull. That's your target. What if it double tops? You're not locking in profit. What if there's resistance right here? You're not locking in profit. There's a lot of variables. So you can't just say, okay, I'm going to measure the pull and that's my target. It's a good idea, but you still got to look back in the past, right? You still got to look back and look at past chart support resistance. See where overhead resistance is, right? If overhead resistance is at $5, but the pull is at $5.50, are you going to hold it to $5.50 or are you going to take profit at $5 because you know that's where other traders are going to take profit? You're going to be taking profit at $5, right? You're not going to back hold it to $5.50. Now that's a great target It's a good reference point on where the flag could go. But you still have to be disciplined, do your due diligence, and see where the best of the best area is, again, to take profit. All right? So again, that's the criteria of a bull flag, right? That's the criteria of a bull flag. That's how to get in. That's where to put your stops. Having a first target to take half, for example, bringing those stops up to break even, and we're looking for the stock to extend, to continue over that previous high into new highs, where we will slowly take profit as the stock moves to the upside. So again, I'm going to do a quick pause. All right, quick pause. If you guys have any questions on that, please let me know. All right, I reiterated the same thing quite a few times just to make sure you guys were able to have time to write it down and all that good stuff. But if you missed anything, if you don't understand anything, please let me know, and I want to make sure I answer your guys' questions before we go into bear flags. So I'll give you guys a few seconds. Ask away if you have any questions. You were talking about it happened on SOS. So I was just talking about it and it just happened. So we'll go over there and look at SOS here in a second. We'll definitely go over and look at SOS here momentarily. So again, we got our bull flag. Just to recap before we move into bear flags. Pull, right? Leg to the upside. Move up. Increased volume. Period of consolidation in a flag-like manner. Again, we have pennants and we have flags. All right, they're both considered the same thing. They're continuation patterns. You can classify those as bull flags. All right, so again, pull, increased volume. Flag, it's a period of consolidation, decreased volume. You're waiting for a confirmation in volume. You're waiting for a confirmation that you've seen the sellers being depleted transition into buying. All right, so you were looking for the pop in volume. You're looking for buyers to move in, an increase in buying volume at the break of the downtrend. That is your entry, right? Your entry is a break of the downtrend. Your stop is below the consolidation low. Your first target is a retest of the flag high. At that point in time, when you take profit at your first target, you will then bring your stops up to your entry. That is a break-even trade. So you've taken profit on half of your position. You're getting paid. You're bringing your stops to break even. So if you get stopped out, you're not losing any money on that second half. You're breaking even. So you're still taking the green. You're still taking your profits on the half of your position that you took at your first target. Because like we said, anything could happen. It could double top. It could fake out, breakout, and move lower. You want to make sure you're always locking in profit. And any chance you get, bring those stops to your entry to be in a risk-free break-even trade. And that's how I would trade the bull flag. Second target is going to be previous past chart support resistance. So making sure you go in, doing your due diligence, and seeing where the stock could go if it does indeed break over that previous high and continue to the upside. Because again, it's a continuation pattern. All right, bull flags, the criteria, how to make your entries, where to place your stops, when to take profit, when to bring stops to break even, and how to slowly scale out of these plays. Okay? Bear flag. Same criteria, guys. Same criteria. Just a 180, right? If I could take this and just flip it upside down, same thing, right? Stock is selling off. right? Stock has a strong move to the downside, right? We want to see the stock have increased volume to the downside, right? So increased volume along the sell-off, followed by a period of consolidation, right? So leg down, followed by a period of consolidation, normally in an upward manner, right? The bull flag is consolidating in a downward fashion. The bear flag will consolidate in an upward fashion, right? What do we want to see when that is consolidating? We want to see it occur on less volume. So let me go ahead and remove that. In this case, it would mainly be green, right? Because this is all red volume. This is all selling volume. During this consolidation, you want to see a decrease in that buying volume, right? Buyers are moving in, buyers are moving in, buyers are moving in, buyers are moving in, right? You want to see this period of consolidation from these buyers decrease, right? You want to see the buyers working their way out, slowly depleting, right? Slowly getting out of the stock, right? Traders that buy in the dip, traders that are looking for a reversal, you want to see them slowly work themselves out. So you want to see that happen on decreased volume. All right? Same thing. We want to see an increase from sellers. Why? Why sellers, not buyers? Well, again, a bear flag is a short pattern. A bear flag is a pattern that suggests the next leg down. So you want to see more sellers move in, right? So along this leg down, you want to see increased selling volume. Along this period of consolidation, you want to see a decrease in buying volume. Your confirmation, guys, is going to be an increase, all right, in selling volume and a crack of the uptrend. All right, so same thing. Cracking the uptrend is where you want to make your entries. So right here, that would signal an entry. Where do you put your stops? Over that consolidation high. Same thing as a bull flag. We're just doing a 180. So same entry, same criteria, same stop, right? Where's your first target? A retest of that low, right? That's your first target. Take some profit. What do you do at that point in time? You bring your stops to break even. Bull flags and bear flags are what? Continuation patterns. So what are you really looking for this bear flag to do? You're looking for it to exceed that previous low and move even lower, and you slowly scale out. So bear flag, bull flag. Bear pennant, bull pennant. Same stuff, all right? The criteria for bull flags is the same exact criteria for bear flags. The only difference is the direction that the stock is moving. Bull flags are continuation patterns to the upside. So you see a push up, consolidation, the next leg up, bull flag. Bear flag, leg down, consolidation, next leg down. Continuation pattern, continue to the downside. Criteria is exactly the same. You're just flipping it, right? Push to the upside, increase volume. Drop to the downside, increase selling volume. So again, criteria is the same. You're just doing a 180 with it, depending on if it's moving up or if it's moving down, whether you have a bull flag or whether you have a bear flag. The entries, the stops, the targets, the mindset, the strategy behind these two formations, behind these two patterns are exactly the same. So once you master a bull flag, you'll be able to take that, 180 it, you will be able to master a bear flag, right? Because the criteria is the same, the approach is the same, the way you manage your risk is all the same, all right? So again, we got bear flags, we got bull flags. Again, just to clarify, one last little thing, you can see a bear flag look like a pennant. Or I'm sorry, you can see flags. I'm not even going to say bull or bear. I don't want to confuse you. Flags, whether they're bull or bear. You can see flags in the form of a pennant. You can see flags in the form of an actual flag. They're all the same thing, right? Pennants, flags, same thing, same criteria. You still put your stops in the same place. You still take target in the same place. The only thing that changes is how it consolidates, right? This one's going to consolidate with higher lows and lower highs. This one's going to consolidate with lower highs and lower lows, right? Same idea, same criteria, same way to take the trades. Bull flags and bear flags.